Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, is located where this river empties into the Atlantic Ocean in the western part of the Iberian Peninsula. This city, founded approximately 3,000 years ago, was established centuries before Rome, Paris, and London, and had an epic history. Welcome to Around the World. Today, we'll be looking at the best places to visit in Lisbon. Are you a fan of our channel? Be sure to subscribe to Around the World and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Number 10. The city. Lisbon has a long history of changing fortunes, from its beginnings as a Phoenician outpost to its growth into a 16th century trade behemoth, from the dreadful earthquake of 1755 to its splendid restoration. The city struggled for much of the 20th century, but the tides of destiny have once again turned in Lisbon's favor. Lisbon is once again a city of potential in the 21st century, no more a place of past greatness. Given that the history of this city has always been tied to the sea, it is not unexpected that many of its most significant landmarks are located near the water. The fortified elegance of the Torre de Belem, which rises from the banks of the Tagus River, serves as a reminder of the prominence and power that the Portuguese formerly enjoyed. Number 9. Monument of the Discoveries. The Monument of the Discoveries, which honors the nation's most celebrated seafarers like Ferdinand Magellan, Vasco da Gama, and Prince Henry the Navigator, is located just upstream. Scale the rooftop to get a better view of the Mapa Mundi, which shows the travels and discoveries of Portugal's navigators. Continue exploring Lisbon's maritime legacy nearby at the Jerónimos Monastery. Before embarking on his long voyage to the Orient in 1497, Vasco da Gama spent his final night here in prayer. The great wealth that Vasco da Gama's spice route brought to the city was used to build the enormous monastery that stands today. The city's Maritime Museum, which houses artifacts from Portugal's Golden Age, is located inside this enormous monastery complex. Number 8. Belem Patisserie. The rulers of Portugal in the early 1800s compelled the local monks to abandon their cherished currency. The monks' cherished property, their secret egg tart recipe, was sold by impoverished monks. 5 generations later, the Belem Patisserie across the street serves over 20,000 pastel de nata every day, and the recipe is still well guarded. Number 7. Ponte Vasco da Gama and Praça do Comércio. To get a bird's eye view of the city and the 11-mile-long Ponte Vasco da Gama, the longest bridge in Europe, take a cable car and go upriver. The great entrance to the city, Praça do Comércio, is likewise located along the coastline. The royal palace used to be located in this spacious square in the area until a natural tragedy devastated Lisbon and Europe forever in 1755. Number 6. Lisbon Story Center. Feel the terrifying shakes of the 6-minute earthquake, the dread of the tsunami, and the 5-day conflagration that followed at the Lisbon Story Center. 85% of the city was destroyed by the earthquake, yet with tragedy came a chance. Within a year, Lisbon's reconstruction was well underway, with wide avenues taking the place of the city's former medieval rabbit warrens and a new, exquisite style of earthquake-resistant architecture called pombeline. The city was also shaken free of outdated religious beliefs as a result of the earthquake, and enlightenment is still sprouting in its crevices. Number 5. Triumphal Arch in the Rossio. Pass beneath the Triumphal Arch, which is topped with images of brilliance, valor, and grandeur as a testament to how quickly the city was rebuilt. Then just float along Rua Augusta and into Rossio, one of Lisbon's major squares. The Rossio is the city's beating heart, and Praça do Comércio is the city's entrance. Lisbon residents have come here for festivities and bullfights since the Middle Ages. It's the ideal location to unwind right now with its cool fountains and waves of patterned concrete. Number 4. Electador de Santa Justa. Wherever you go in Lisbon, you will eventually find yourself climbing a hill to enjoy the sights. Fortunately, I have some creative ideas to keep their legs cool on hot summer days. Take the Electador de Santa Justa from the lower town to the Barrio Alto neighborhood. The The Monastery do Carmo, whose unrestored arch is a monument to the destruction the city felt in 1755, is located here. Number 3. Alfama. Although much of Lisbon was turned to ash and debris by the catastrophic earthquake, the historic neighborhood of Alfama escaped unharmed. Get lost among the historic cobblestones and steps, where former dockworkers' cottages have been converted into cafes, restaurants, studios for artists, and boutiques. However, the neighborhood still has a village-like feel, particularly during the midsummer festivities when over 50-cent parties appear throughout the city. Lisbon's cathedral, whose walls date to the Second Crusade when the city was freed from the Moors, has Romanesque towers that are located in the Alfama. If Alfama's stones could sing, it would undoubtedly be the fado's mournful lament. The traditional Portuguese song, known as fado, was discovered in Alfama's pubs and alleyways. Number 2. National Azulejo Museum. Lisbon's walls may not sing, but the tiles that decorate them have a unique musical quality. The Portuguese have adapted the azulejo art over the ages since the Arabs first popularized it. The National Azulejo Museum, housed in a former monastery, honors the development of Portugal's tile trade over the centuries. Ancient biblical stories to the most recent tile design innovations. Number 1. Sintra Cascais Natural Park. The stunning coastline of the Sintra Cascais Natural Park is only a short drive from Sintra. Spend a few days touring some of Europe's most stunning beaches, such as Praia das Macas, which got its name from the apples that floated downriver from the neighboring orchards and washed up on the shores of the beach. From here, travel south and discover the secluded Adraga and Ursa beaches, which are located on the Atlantic coasts that were featured in Homer's Odyssey. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other videos for great travel destinations, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified about our latest videos.